we're going to be playing Metal Gear Solid 1. It's not the Metal Gear game I'm the most nostalgic for. I love Metal Gear Solid 1. It's definitely my third favorite Metal Gear, but I started with MGS2, which is probably the weirdest way you can start. Nothing made sense to me, but everything was so cool that I didn't care anyways, being a 12-year-old kid. You just had to make it cool, and I vibed with that. So I went back and I played Metal Gear Solid 1 after beating Metal Gear Solid 2, having no idea of what it was about. I rented it from Blockbuster, and yeah, it was love at first sight. All right, so this is the new version of the game, the one that just released, the Master Collection, if you will. It comes with a whole bunch of cool extras. You got your Master Book. Oh yeah, and they actually kept the circle button being your main input button. That was kind of cool. I haven't clicked on that before. Spoiler alert, we won't go into it, maybe, for those of you that haven't seen this before. Download. What do you download? Okay. They just have the different packs. That's probably the version of Metal Gear Solid 1 that runs at 50 hertz. We don't want that, although I think I've heard that every version on this collection runs at that, so who knows. And the Japanese language pack. We don't need that because the voice acting in this game is really solid, if you will. So we're just going to be playing normally. I don't think there's anything special in here. There's a very big lack of options in this game. That's one thing that a lot of people are complaining about, kind of just the frame rate or anything like that. But it ain't no biggie to me. I just really want to play this game again in some form, because I haven't been... Last time I played Metal Gear Solid 1 was probably between 15 and 20 years ago. It's been so long, so this is going to be shit. Let's do it. You got your different versions. Got MGS1, the one we all know and love here in Canada. And of course, my dog is interrupting the broadcast, as they always do at the beginning. 1 second. Go wait over there. Go wait over there. Yo, you want to eat? You want to eat? That's just what happens on the Red Grave channel. Before we start a playthrough, my dogs will scream to go outside and scream like they want to be out there all day. And then as soon as we start something, they beg to come back in. 5 minutes from now, they're probably going to beg to go back out. FYI. You know who else has dogs? Solid Snake. We're going to learn about that in this game. Got Metal Gear Solid 1, as I was saying, the one we all played here in Canada. We got the VR missions, which I still have my physical copy of the VR missions somewhere. It's got a broken CD case, but I mean, it's there. You have your Metal Gear Solid Special missions, which I believe was the European version of VR missions. Actually, it says right here. VR training predominantly in Europe. So there you go. It's the one I have never touched on this collection. And might not ever touch, but we'll find out. If I get bored later, I might play that one off camera. And then Metal Gear Solid Integral, or Integral, but Integral sounds cooler. This is the version of Metal Gear Solid 1 that released afterwards in Japan, I believe, where they kept the English voice acting in, but the Japanese subtitles and Japanese text in the game, which makes it really hard to play. I played this one back in the day at a friend's house. At my friend Josh's house, I played this. He had a burned copy of it, and it's pretty much the only time I've touched this version of the game. But it has some cool stuff in it. You get your MP5 if you play on very easy mode, which we're not going to do, but it has infinite ammo, and you don't get the MP5 in any other version of the game. So it's kind of cool in that regard. There's a few other extras in there that I don't remember that you get for beating the game. But yeah, we're not going to touch that version because I don't want the Japanese kanji subtitles. We're going to play this version of the game and embarrass the hell of ourselves. Yeah, let's do it. Been like 15 years since we touched this. Sure, it'll go good. And by the way, wasn't the MP5 in the PC version? Yes, I believe the PC version was actually a port of Integral. But yeah, I'm not sure if it's everything from Integral. Like, I don't think you had the Japanese subtitles or anything in that version. Okay, so just so you guys know, the edited save data, I did this earlier. You can go and create little fake saves for games that you don't own, like Castlevania Symphony of the Night, Contra, Poi Poi, Suikoden, Silent Hill, and all that fun stuff, so that Psycho Mantis has something to talk to you about later on, and you don't miss out on the dialogue. Some of these games, he only talks about in Japanese, so his voice actor will change, if I'm not mistaken. And it's going to be jarring, but it's going to be cool. So we're going to do that. Let's start. Oh, I'm pretty fucking excited. I'm going to be really bad at this one, by the way, guys. That's the police snout sound. Yeah, I'll be quiet for that. That was my text message noise for a long time. Do you get the GameCube games in the Switch version? No Twin Snakes. The best part about Twin Snakes is the start menu. It has the coolest start menu ever. It loads up with the double helix snakes and the da-da-da. I love that shit. But anyway, cutscene time. Let's enjoy Potato Men. Also, the opening of True Lies with Arnold Schwarzenegger.
The nuclear weapons disposal facility on Shadow Moses Island in Alaska's Fox Archipelago was attacked and captured by Next Generation Special Forces.
That guy looks like Vulcan Raven. I think that's actually his head, just like colored differently.
They're demanding that the government turn over the remains of Big Boss. And they say that if their demands are not met within 24 hours, launch a nuclear weapon.
Never played a Metal Gear game before? Don't worry. Whoever Big Boss is, doesn't matter. Never comes up again.
First, you're to rescue DARPA Chief Donald Anderson and the president of Armstech, Kenneth Baker. Both are being held as hostages.
Everything's gonna go well. We're gonna rescue the hostages. Everything's gonna be fine. Your voice is loud compared to the game. Thank you. I might be able to adjust that. This is the new mic. Testing. Testing 1 2. Testing 1 2. Testing 1 2. Okay, hopefully that's better.
Disposal facility by sub. And then we'll launch a one-man SDV.
If the game volume is too low, I might have to play with it a bit.
From there on, you'll have to swim.
Fuck yeah, so cool.
Forces Unit Foxhound, your former unit, and one that I was a commander of. So they're still around. There are 6 members of Foxhound.
Snake's been out of it for a while.
Terrorist activity. Psycho Mantis.
Yeah, it is Escape from LA. He even has a sneaking suit in that movie.
The beautiful and deadly sharpshooter. Decoy Octopus.
But don't worry, John Carpenter said to leave him alone.
Vulcan Raven, Giant and Shaman. And Revolver Ocelot, specialist in interrogation and a formidable gunfighter. And finally, in charge of them, Foxhound squad leader, Liquid
Decoy
Snake.
Octopus fight is gonna be hype. Yeah, I wish more games had the balls to just march their boss fights out in front of you in the opening cutscene and say, "This is what you're gonna do.
After you reach your target.
You're gonna kill these weirdos."
As usual, this is a one-man infiltration mission.
Weapons and equipment OSP.
Yes. This
Yeah,
is
you
a
should
top
probably have
secret
told Snake
black
about
op.
that
Don't
beforehand.
expect any official support.
Should we watch the briefings? I don't know. I feel like if we're doing it properly, we should. It won't be the best for commentary, because it's literally just videos of a naked Solid Snake talking the whole time. We should probably check out the briefings, maybe. for posterity. That's a pretty good start screen too, by the way. Not as cool as the Twin Snakes one, but pretty cool. Okay, so I've been doing some VR training off camera just to get back into the feel of things. What's in special again? Oh, yeah, it's just a little booklet telling you about what happened in Metal Gear and Metal Gear 2 Solid Snake. By the way, we are not going to be playing Metal Gear on stream. That game is fucking hard without a guide, and I no longer have the duotang I had when I was 15 with my guide in it to get me through that. It's very vague with what it tells you to do. Metal Gear 2 Solid Snake, I was considering playing on stream. God, I should play Snake's Revenge. Maybe that'll be a one-off. Maybe I will do that one day and just see what that's all about. That's the Metal Gear game I've never played. I still have a comic book with an advertisement for Snake's Revenge in the back, and it looked dumb as hell. I really want to try it. He looks like Gary Busey on the cover of that game, and I really love it. We might play Metal Gear 2 Solid Snake because it is legitimately a really awesome game. It is basically just Metal Gear Solid 1, but 2D. And yeah, one day we might go back to it and play it out of order. But that's not important. This game's not weird, and it explains everything to you very well, so it'll all make a lot of sense. Check out these briefings. Let's hang out with Snake a bit. Find out what this guy's all about. Did you guys know Solid Snake is actually blonde, but he dyed his hair to not look like liquid? Oh, sorry for bothering you. Somebody's offering my channel a promotion. Yeah, man. Inbox me. All about that Skrilla.
Sorry if they were a little rough with you, but we've got a serious situation here. Only you can get us out of it.
He looks very angry in those pictures.
You're not my commander anymore, and I don't have to take orders from you or anyone else.
You will take these orders. I know it.
Excuse me.
Who's this?
He has like no incentive to do any of this, by the way.
Sounds medical staff and an expert in gene therapy.
Are you military?
No, civilian. I've been sent here from ATGC. Pleasure to meet you, Snake.
Don't get used to that accent, folks.
Don't worry.
It's not staying.
This injection won't hurt a bit.
What's the shot for?
What's wrong? You don't like shots?
Snake, listen up.
Shh.
It all went down 5 hours ago. Heavily armed soldiers occupied Shadow Moses.
Naomi is on the level.
Off the coast of Alaska.
Everybody here is on the level, and everybody who's talking to you right now will never betray you.
Led by members of Unit Foxhound. They've presented Washington with a single demand, and they say that if it isn't met,
give us the muff.
A nuclear weapon.
A nuclear weapon?
I'm afraid so. You see, the island is the site of a secret nuclear weapons disposal.
We'll probably just watch the first briefing, I think. It's enough to set the stage.
A nuclear weapon?
Now you understand how serious the situation is. You'll have 2 mission objectives. First, you're to rescue the...
Oh yeah, but what was I saying? A lot of dumbasses out there think that Snake is actually blonde but dyes his hair so he won't look like Liquid. I see that getting posted about a lot, and those people are stupid. This is just drawn really weird. It's literally the only time he ever kind of appears blonde.
Investigate whether or not the terrorists have the ability to launch a nuclear strike.
However, if you do watch all the briefings, you get a little soundbite of him cutting his hair, which is where people get confused. Hello.
Well, you
My wife just got home.
After you hear more
So,
about the
yeah.
situation.
And there we go. Now we know what's going on. Don't need anything else. By the way, if you're wondering about Big Boss, there's a little fuzzy picture of him back there. Holy shit, there's a lot more briefing than I thought. All right, let's not do that. Oh, God.
Colonel,
Oh, yeah, it skips to the end. I forgot.
Let me go back to Twin Lakes.
Twin Snakes.
Is your life in Alaska all that great?
There's a dog sled race this week. Next Saturday, I have to be in Anchorage.
The Iditarod? The longest sled race in the world? When did you become a dog musher?
Right now, my 50 Huskies...
I explain things after I say what they are, even though I know you know what they are.
Don't worry about your dogs.
What do you mean?
I'm sorry, Snake, but this vessel is headed for the Bering Sea. There's no room for debate.
I told you, Even if I do owe you, I don't owe anything to this army.
Snake's
or this
dog
country.
starved to death, and he was happy to help.
This assignment.
Why should I be stupid enough to do that? I'm no patriot.
Snake, there's enough dirt in your file from your days as an agent to keep you in the stockade until you're a very old man.
Kojima just copy and pasting lines from every 80s movie he's ever watched.
Look at it as helping you come to a decision more easily. But anyway, I know you better than that. You'd take this assignment even without the threat.
Why do you say that?
You're a natural-born soldier. You're not the grow old gracefully type. It's the same for all of us who've seen real action.
Yeah, you literally
The only
can't,
place we can
as you
feel
find out
truly
later.
alive is on the battlefield. I'm a soldier too. I know those feelings of powerlessness, frustration that you feel every day.
I feel like leaving Snake naked here is a power move.
Out there in Alaska, but you can't
I feel like he just
raise dogs in the
agrees to
snow
do this
forever.
because he just wants his pants back.
Why don't you come back to us and be a soldier again?
It sounds cold in that room. Does that make sense?
Snake.
That just sounds like a
Just wanna
cold
give you
room.
back your purpose in life.
Okay, we have now been briefed. Everything makes sense. Okay, let's just do this. I think we'll go normal. That'll probably be enough to embarrass me after 15 years. Oh, fuck yeah. Got a trophy. I thought they all used their union acting names in this one. Like, they're not real voice acting names so that they'd get paid better. Oh, yeah, they totally did. Just David Hayter's the only one that didn't. They changed that in Twin Snakes. So all these names you're seeing right here aren't the real actors' names. Because of union loopholes. Patrick Lane is Revolver Ocelot. Although Doug Stone is actually the guy that plays Psycho Mantis. So there you go.
I'm going to swat down a couple of bothersome flies.
I think they say Liquid's actor is James Finley when really he's Cam Clark. Thank you. No. Forgot. My wife brought me a Pepsi. James Flinders, that's what it is. He looks like a James Flinders.
This is Snake. Colonel, can you hear me?
Loud and clear. What's the situation, Snake?
Looks like the elevator in the back is the only way up.
Just as I expected. You'll have to take the elevator to the surface.
Liquid
Make
Flinders.
sure nobody sees you. If you need to,
Need
contact me by
Flinders.
codec. The frequency is 140.
Hodily hodily.
When you want to use the codec, push the select button. When we
Push
use
the
contact
touchpad,
key,
the subtitle
codec
said.
will beep.
That's inaccurate.
When you hear that noise, press the select
Oh
button.
shit, that's actually gonna throw me
The
off.
codec's
I was thinking it'd be the
receiver
back button.
directly
It's the
stimulates a
touchpad
small
for the
bulge of your
codec.
ear. No one but you will be able to hear it.
Got
I don't know if I like that.
Okay, I'm ready to go.
Okay. I am ready to go. If I remember right, there's a ration back here in the water, and we want that. Fuck yeah. I think there's another ration on the other side. Oh god. Oh god. See, this game has a reverse difficulty curve where you start the game with the world's smallest health gauge, and instead of the bosses getting harder, they actually get easier because your health gauge keeps getting bigger. Oh yeah, the ration's up there. This is meant to show you. You can't actually get it from here. Okay, we're going back. How does the game handle reading the back of the box? Well, I'm glad you asked, Josh. This game does come with the instruction manual in digital form. In fact, online manual, yeah. You can see all that right there. It's actually a pretty cool feature, and I'm glad they included that. Because when I first played this game, I rented it from Blockbuster, and I didn't have the back of the box, and I found Meryl's codec number by just clicking on every single number until I finally got it. Oh shit. Let's see if I still got this shit. Okay, I'm going for it. Oh god, my dogs are angry. I forgot to go get that. Oh, I can only carry 2 anyway, so I don't know why they even have that one there. Hi, Ryan. Hello, Chelsea. I like the dinosaur emote. This is a Metal Gear Solid. Oh, do I have to press the button? I don't remember. Okay, fine.
Snake, there's an elevator there you can take up to the ground.
Oh, the one I'm standing in front of that we just talked about.
You better hide somewhere.
Yeah, thank you. Now... Do I have to press the button? I don't remember. No, guess not. Okay, we'll just hide around this forklift. These guards are not doing a very good job. I could just go throw them a few more times. Solid Skibidi toilet, thank you. This is the content people come here for. That and the dog destroying things behind me. Snake's got a hard job. Yeah! Oh yeah, I forgot it brings down another guy. So I know you guys think I'm amazing right now, but I will suck shit at this later. You thought beating Waka was hard. Just wait until I try to fight Vulcan Raven. In the PS1 style. Let's go! Fuck yeah. Well, that's actually the hardest room in the game, so this is gonna be fine. It's all gonna be good.